Now write down. Give the heading newspaper report. Newspaper report, and write down this question. A major city in your country. A major city in your country has been hit by an earthquake. Make it a major earthquake. Has been hit by a major earthquake. A major earthquake. Full stop. Write a newspaper report. Write a newspaper report from your city, from your own city.
So can you repeat?
Write a newspaper report from your city.
No, sir, before that.
A major city in your country has been hit by a major earthquake. Has been hit by a major earthquake. Okay. Now, because it's a newspaper report, you have to first give a title, the title or headline that you read in a newspaper. So this title should be informative. It should be informative, and informative in the sense, for example, if we say that, let us say that the earthquake has come in Delhi. So, what can be one possible title or a heading? Siddhi, what can be a possible heading?
Earthquake in city.
Earthquake in city or earthquake in Delhi. But suppose, for example, when you watch a news channel and let us say fire has broken out, then what is the headline? Or is the headline like fire breaks out, or fire breaks out in Kanpur? Usually, the headline or the title of a newspaper report has to be more informative. You cannot just say fire breaks out or earthquake comes. You have to be more precise. For example, fire breaks out in Kanpur's supermarket, killing 3 people. So that is the ideal title. The title has to be more informative, more precise. It must convey an idea of the intensity of the disaster. Rajrupa, write the title, write a newspaper report, reporting an earthquake in a city. Write a newspaper report reporting a major earthquake, reporting a major earthquake in a city in your country. So the title has to be something which will make the reader get a basic idea of what happened. Radhika, suggest a title.
Earthquake disrupts human life in seconds. Okay, Delhi.
First of all, have you ever switched on the TV and watched any headline in a news channel?
Yes.
So वहां पे तुम देखना हमेशा they don't tell you आग लगी, right? They tell you आग कहाँ लगी, कितना, मतलब even the headline contains some basic information. So because we are reporting an earthquake, and we are reporting an earthquake in, let's say, Delhi. So you cannot just say earthquake rocked the city or rocked India. You have to mention the city. If possible, mention the magnitude of the earthquake, because earthquake is measured in Richter scale. So write down this heading. So heading should be in one complete line. 7.6 numbers में लिखो 7.6 earthquake, EARTHQUAKE, 7.6 earthquake jolts Delhi, JOLTS, jolts Delhi, comma 79 dead. This is the headline or the title of the report. 7.6 earthquake jolts Delhi, comma 79 dead. Rajrupa, have you written?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, Rajrupa, what does, if you only read the title, because many people do not read the entire newspaper article, they just go through the headlines. So if you read this headline, only the headline, then what do you conclude about the event? What idea do you get?
Sir, this means that a massive earthquake was happened in that area because it is 7.6 Richter, and 79 dead means it is a huge cause. Casualties happen.
Yes. So the title itself tells us that it is not a very minor earthquake, the kind of earthquake sometimes we feel. Like in Kolkata last week or 10 days ago, a minor earthquake had come, which was a minor earthquake. So here we are mentioning that it is not a minor quiver, it is a major earthquake. It's in the Richter scale, it is measured 7.6. And we have also measured the number of casualties or the number of dead people. Okay, so after you have written the title, in the next line, means below the title, towards the right side, I'm showing you how. You write by a staff reporter. You write like this. So this is your title, 7.6 earthquake jolts Delhi, and then यहाँ पे लिखो by a staff reporter, dash by a staff reporter, capital S, capital R. Okay. Krishnam, what is the meaning of staff reporter? Any idea? Staff reporter, Siddhi? Staff reporter. What is the meaning of staff reporter? Staff reporter is basically like you are a staff or an employee of a newspaper agency, and you are a reporter. So you are a local newspaper reporter, a newspaper reporter basically. Okay, now go to the next line, and from the margin, you will write your place. Means write your city. So if you live in Kolkata, write Kolkata, comma, and Rajrupa, where do you stay?
Baroda.
Vadodara.
Yes,
Baroda.
sir.
So write Baroda, comma, and then what is the date today? March 30. So write the name of your city and then comma and then March 30. Colon. Give dot colon. Which means uh, you write the city where you are based. Which means तुम जिस शहर से लिख रहे हो. The earthquake might have occurred in Delhi, but newspaper reporters, they write for different cities, isn't it? Like the report, because it is a national level disaster. It is not a local accident. It is uh, a report which will be in the headlines all over the country. So if you are a reporter based in Kolkata, then you are writing from Kolkata and you are giving the date on which you are writing, which is usually the next day, right? If the earthquake took place on 29th March, then usually you write the next day, which is 30th March. So give a colon and then write like an essay. A major earthquake, a major earthquake shook, SHOOK, shook New Delhi, New Delhi at in the very first line. You need to mention what happened, where did it happen, at what time, and what was the immediate impact. Radhika, tell me a time. If I wish to say that a major earthquake shook New Delhi at what time?
5:14 p.m. or
Good.
5.
Means the time has to be something abstract. Don't say 11 p.m. Don't say 1:30 p.m. because earthquakes are not going to come at a round figure. The put a time which is abstract, like 5:14 or 11:31, like an abstract time. So write down at 11:39 a.m. 11:11 colon 39. 11:39 a.m. yesterday, comma, rocking the city, ROCKING, rocking the city for a horrific, 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 13 seconds, 13, 13 seconds, as all vehicles, VEHICLES, vehicles came to a standstill, one word, and every heartbeat came to a stop. And every heartbeat came to a stop. Full stop. So in the very first line, we talked about what happened, earthquake in New Delhi. The time is 11:39. And why have I chosen this time? I will tell you. And we've also measured the intensity that the earthquake jolted the city for 13 seconds, which were horrific 13 seconds. Full stop. As commuters, COMMUTERS, were rushing to colleges and workplaces. As commuters were rushing to colleges and workplaces, comma, the ground beneath their feet, the ground beneath their feet trembled quite literally, QUITE, quite literally, as a 7.6 earthquake, jolted the city, JOLTED, with its epicenter, EPICENTRE, with its epicenter located 36 kilometers below Gurgaon. 36 kilometers below. Now there is a place called Gurgaon. So GURGAON. Gaon, Gurgaon, full stop. Please remember two things. Firstly, your newspaper report should be very realistic. Now we know whenever earthquakes are reported, they always try to mention the epicenter, which is usually a few kilometers or a few miles below the ground, below the earth, because earthquake originates below, towards the center of the earth or below the ground. So we are trying to say that right below or perpendicularly below Gurgaon, the epicenter has been recorded, and because the earthquakes, they come off in waves, so the waves travel and they jolt the entire region. Full stop. Now the immediate impact. Several houses caved in. Second thing to note is that your verb and vocabulary should be very, very official. Don't say several houses fell. That is not journalistic writing. In journalistic writing, the words are very important. Several houses caved in. C-A-V-E-D. Caved in means they sort of collapsed, or the roofs caved in. Several houses caved in, and 79 people have been officially declared dead so far. 79 people have been officially, OFFICIALLY, have been officially declared dead so far. Full stop. Rescue operations are on. Rescue operations are on, and more than 300, 300, more than 300 are still believed, B-E-L-I-E-V-E-D, are still believed to be trapped under heavy debris. Trapped under heavy, H-E-A-V-Y, under heavy debris, D-E-B-R-I-S, full stop. So we are trying to say that officially 79 dead bodies have been recovered, but many more people are believed to be trapped under Malba, which is debris, but the S is silent, so we say debris, D-E-B-R-I-S. That is the stones and the rocks of the building. Change paragraph. So in the first paragraph, we have talked about sort of what happened, where, how, and the immediate impact. In the next paragraph, we will kind of sail through the story in a slow-mo way, in a slightly slower way. We will talk about how the day started for the people and how something happened, and people were not expecting it. So we will go into some details. So change para and write. The people of Delhi went out according to their usual routine. Went out according to their usual routine. R-O-U-T-I-N-E. Routine. Comma. Having no inkling. Having no inkling. I-N-K-L-I-N-G. Having no inkling of the imminent disaster. I-M-M-I-N-E-N-T. I-M-M-I-N-E-N-T. Imminent disaster. Full stop. So they had no inkling, which means they had no idea of the disaster that is coming, of the imminent disaster. Full stop. As the earthquake struck, as the earthquake struck, as the earthquake struck, comma, people who were in their houses or offices, people who were in their houses or offices, houses or offices, gathered on the road, gathered on the road, comma, metro lines, METRO, metro lines went out of service, metro lines went out of service, and electricity got disrupted, and electricity got disrupted, 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 in several parts of the city, in several parts of the city, full stop. For the next few hours, for the next few hours, comma, people could be seen, people could be seen, 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 making frantic phone calls, FRANTIC, FRANTIC, frantic means desperate, making frantic phone calls to their friends and to their friends and loved ones, loved ones, ONES, in order to check, CHECK, check on their safety, on their, THEIR, on their safety, full stop. WhatsApp groups, WHATSAPP, WhatsApp groups got flooded, got flooded, FLOODED, got flooded with pictures, 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 comma, posts and prayers, pictures, comma, posts, POSTS, posts and prayers, PRAYERS, full stop. Here you can see that I have deliberately created alliteration effect. So we are saying PPP, pictures, which means in WhatsApp groups, people were circulating the pictures of horrific images, posts and prayers. So by using PPP, you are creating a poetic effect. Change para. In newspaper reports, especially in those reports where you are reporting some kind of an accident or a disaster, it is always better to give an eyewitness account. Do you understand what is eyewitness account? For example, if you watch, the news on the TV, so you will find that the reporter always, nabs somebody. He catches hold of somebody and asks the person, "What did you see?" And the person who was there, that person may be a tea vendor, that person may be a shopkeeper or a local resident. That person says that I saw this happening in front of my eyes. So that is eyewitness account. Okay. Means somebody who basically lived that experience or saw that. So change para and write Mr. Sharma, MR, Mr. Sharma, comma, 58, 58, 58-year-old, 58 hyphen year, YEAR, a 58-year-old resident of Chandni Chowk, resident of Chandni, 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 and next word CHOWK. It is a famous area in Delhi. Chandni Chowk recounts, RECOUNTS. Recounts means he recalls, he narrates. Recounts, comma, double quotes. So this part we will write in direct speech. The comma, double quotes. I am an employee. I am an employee at HDFC Bank. I am an employee at HDFC Bank. HDFC, block letter, HDFC Bank. And my office is situated. My office is situated on the 24th floor of the building. 24th floor of the building. Full stop. I distinctly remember. Full stop. I distinctly, DISTINCTLY. I distinctly remember. Means I clearly remember how we all crept under our tables. How we all crept under our tables, comma, chanting mantras, chanting, CHANTING, chanting mantras, 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 and feeling entirely helpless. And feeling entirely helpless. Full stop. It was only after the tremors ceased. It was only after the tremors, TREMORS, the tremors ceased, stopped, ceased, 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 that we hastened out of our rooms. That we hastened, HASTENED, that we hastened out of our rooms and vacated the premise. And vacated, VACATED, vacated the premise, PREMISE. Full stop. Full stop, unquote. So here we are using the eyewitness account of a person who works in a bank, which is a skyscraper, a tall building. And through this person, we are adding that how a person feels when the person is trapped at the very top floor or one of the top floors of a sky high building, because then the person doesn't get the time to evacuate or to vacate the building, and the person feels utterly helpless. Change para. In the conclusion or the concluding para, you basically talk about some kind of a compensation or some kind of sympathy offered by the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister. So change para. The Prime Minister of India, the Prime Minister, capital P, capital M, the Prime Minister of India has promised a compensation of rupees 2 lakhs, writing words, rupees 2 lakhs to the family members of the deceased of the deceased, DECEASED, full stop, deceased, which means dead people, full stop. Rescue operations are still on. Rescue operations are still on, and foreign aid, foreign, FOREIGN, foreign aid, AID, means help. Foreign aid has been pouring in, has been pouring, POURING, has been pouring in from all corners of the globe. From all corners of the globe. Full stop. Full stop. Delhi's earthquake, DELHI''S, Delhi's earthquake is another testimony. Delhi's earthquake is another testimony. TESTIMONY is another testimony to the fact that no matter how much we progress, in the scientific domains, no matter how much we progress in the scientific domains, DOMAINS, in the scientific domains, comma, we are all still a puppet in the hands of Mother Nature. We are all still a puppet, PUPPET, a puppet in the hands of Mother Nature. In the hands of Mother Nature, full stop. In the hands of Mother Nature, full stop. Then write down question 2. So just I'm coming from, just 1 minute. I'm coming. Then write one more question, question 2. Question 2. Write a newspaper report. Write a newspaper report describing a bus accident. Describing a bus accident in your city. In your city. CITY. So give the heading. Public bus. I'm using Kolkata as the city. Rajrupa, I'm using Kolkata as the city. Okay. You also use this one.
Okay, sir.
Public bus topples. This is the heading. Public bus topples TOPPLES. Topples means like, for trips over. So public bus topples over Howrah Bridge, killing 24. Howrah, HOWRAH, Howrah Bridge, killing 2424. So this is the title, and the title tells you that a public bus or a transport bus that carries people from all walks of life, the bus toppled over Howrah Bridge and it fell in the river or something, and 24 people died. Next line, by a staff reporter. By a staff reporter. Next line again, write city, write Kolkata only, Kolkata, and today's date, March 30. Colon. A public bus on route number, a public bus on route, ROUTE, on route number 37, which means the bus number is 37. On route number 37. Now, suppose, for example, I need to say that it sort of, hit the bridge or the railing. So you try to use the best possible verb. So in newspaper report, you need to use the best possible verb here. So the best possible verb will be rammed. Okay. So on route number 37, rammed, RAMMED, rammed into, which means basically collided, rammed into the protective steel railing, rammed into the protective steel, STEEL, steel railing, 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 on the Howrah Bridge, yesterday evening, and toppled over, on the Howrah Bridge yesterday evening and toppled over, killing 24, killing 24 and leaving around 20 people injured, and leaving around 20 people injured, INJURED, full stop. So we are trying to say that 24 people have been officially declared dead, 20 people are injured. Now, when you are writing a report of such nature, the timing becomes important. Now here in this report, I have deliberately chosen the time of evening, around 6 or 7, because that is the time when the bus will be highly packed or fully jam-packed. The traffic is also quite heavy, and therefore I get more points to write, to elaborate. Similarly, in the previous report, I chose the time of 11:30 or 11:39 because I wanted to present the idea that at that time there is a rush hour. There are many people who are going to college or offices. Some are in the offices. So I could use the idea that people are there in the offices, people are there on the road. So it will be easy to secure eyewitness accounts. It will be easy to create a situation of panic. Okay. You can have multiple points. Some people are in the house, some are in the office, some are in schools and colleges. So you can play around nicely. On the other hand, if you choose say a night time, like earthquake came in the middle of the night, then also you can write, but then you will have, because all the people are in the houses, so you do not quite get uh, to play with places. Most of them are in the house. The sense of panic may be greater, but there is no school, no college, hardly any office. So, so coming back to this one, leaving around 20 people injured, full stop. The accident took place. The accident took place during the busy hours, during the BUSY, busy hours of evening, busy hours of evening at around 6:45 p.m. When the bus was jam-packed, when the bus was JAM hyphen PACKED, bus was jam-packed, comma, carrying around 60 people. Carrying, CARRYING, carrying around 60 people, 60. Full stop. The bus that was moving at, the bus that was moving at breakneck speed, BREAKNECK, moving at breakneck. So again, if you want to say very high speed, you can say breakneck. One word, breakneck speed. The bus that was moving at breakneck speed lost control, comma, ran onto the pavement, ran onto the pavement, 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 and hit the steel barrier, and hit the steel barrier with an explosive sound, with an explosive sound. Full stop. The impact was such, the impact was such that the bus toppled over the barrier. The impact was such that the bus toppled over the barrier and went crashing into the gushing Ganga. Went crashing into the gushing, 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 or you can write Ganges, GANGES. You can add Ganga or you can add Ganges, GANGES. Full stop. In English, they often say Ganges to Ganga. Full stop. A small crowd assembled immediately. A small crowd assembled immediately and traffic came to a standstill. And traffic came to a standstill. Standstill, one word. STANDSTILL. Full stop. But the current was strong. Current means the river current. But the current was strong. And rescue operation could not begin. and rescue operation could not begin until the authorities arrived. Until the authorities arrived. Full stop. Change para. A crane, CRANE. A crane was deployed. A crane was deployed. DEPLOYED. A crane was deployed to pull out the semi semi hyphen ravaged RAVAGET. Semi ravaged means half or partly destroyed. Semi ravaged bus, BUS bus, but not more than a handful number of people, not more than a handful number of people could be rescued. Not more than a handful, HANDFUL, handful number of people could be rescued. Could be rescued. Full stop. As per latest reports, comma, 24 bodies have been recovered so far. 24 bodies have been recovered so far, including those of the driver and the conductor. Including those of the driver and the conductor. Full stop. Nearly 20 people admitted, ADMITTED, admitted to SSKM, in block letter, SSKM hospital, are critically injured, CRITICALLY, are critically injured, INJURED, are critically injured and presently battling for their lives. And presently battling, BATTLING, battling for their lives. LIVES, full stop. The rescue operation is still on. Full stop. The rescue operation is still on in search of more bodies. In search of more bodies. Full stop. Change para. Change paragraph. A taxi driver. So now we are coming to eyewitness account. So we are using a taxi driver who was driving the taxi around that time. A taxi driver, Muhammad Rahim, MOHAMMAD, Muhammad Rahim, RAHIM. A taxi driver, Muhammad Rahim, 42, 42 again, which means his age is 42. So a taxi driver, Muhammad Rahim, 42, witnessed the accident from close range. Witnessed the accident from close range. Full stop. He recounts with horror. He recounts, RECOUNTS. He recounts with horror, 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 comma, double quotes. I was on my way to Howrah station. I was on my way to Howrah station. So the driver is saying that he was going to the nearby railway station. I was on my way to Howrah station when the bus that was just a few meters ahead of me, when the bus that was just a few meters ahead of me, collided with the railing, collided, COLLIDED, collided with the railing at great speed, and vanished out of sight, SIGHT. Full stop. I parked my vehicle, 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 and rushed out immediately, IMMEDIATELY, full stop. I leaned over the railing. I leaned, LEANED. I leaned over the railing and saw the bus. I leaned over the railing and saw the bus half floating, HALF, half hyphen floating, FLOATING, half floating on the torrential river, TORRENTIAL, on the torrential river, full stop. We could do nothing about it. We could do nothing about it, full stop, unquote. So the taxi driver is telling that he stopped his car and he leaned over and he saw that the bus was already half sinking and nobody could do anything because the river was very torrential. Change para. Now, because it's not a cyclone or a tsunami or an earthquake, it is a road accident, and road accidents take place every day in different parts of the city. So here we will not involve the Prime Minister, we will involve the Chief Minister of your state. So next para, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, and just write Chief Minister of West Bengal. Do not write the name of the Chief Minister, do not write the name of the Prime Minister. It is better to avoid names. The Chief Minister of West Bengal has expressed sorrow, has expressed, EXPRESSED, has expressed sorrow over the incident, The Chief Minister of West Bengal has expressed sorrow over the incident, 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 and announced, ANNOUNCED, and announced a compensation, COMPENSATION, and announced a compensation of rupees 50,000 of rupees 50,000 to the family members of the deceased, to the family members of the deceased, DECEASED. Deceased, again, it means those who have passed away. Full stop. The authorities will be, so this is the last line. We are trying to end it by saying that investigation is on. That exactly why did the bus topple over? Was it the driver's fault, or was the driver drunk, or was there any mechanical failure in the part of the engine? The authorities will be investigating the matter. The authorities will be investigating, INVESTIGATING. The authorities will be investigating the matter to ascertain, ASCERTAIN, to ascertain means to find out, to ascertain the precise cause of the accident. The precise, PRECISE, PRECISE. Precise means exact. The precise cause, CAUSE, cause of the accident. Of the accident, full stop. We can end it here. That there is no need to add any poetic conclusion all the time. Newspaper reports have to be very much to the point. Do not try to use any flowery language. Do not try to present your own opinions much. Stick to the facts. Do not say I believe, or we should do this, we should not do this. Avoid any kind of advice, suggestion, opinion, and do not use informal words. Do not write in a flowery, poetic language. That is the difference between a composition and a report writing. Report writing is a formal piece of writing, and when you're writing a paragraph or a personal description, or something like a essay, or a letter to a friend, then those things are informal, so you can write in a poetic way. These two reports you please learn and write again, because report writing will need a bit of a learning. You need to memorize some important lines and words. So I would suggest to memorize these two and write without seeing, and then show them to me. Okay. Any query, Rajrupa, Radhika, Krishna, Siddhi?
No, sir.
Okay. Then you may leave. Bye. Good night.
Bye, sir. Good night, sir.